Yo, what's up guys, MattWic here. We are back, NHL 24, testing the draft, and as you can see, we are in the playoffs again. After winning that Stanley Cup last year, we had a dominant performance this year. 50 wins, as you can see, 23 losses, 9 OT losses. Was good for second in the NHL. Disappointing we didn't get our first President's Trophy, but it is what it is. That's not the final goal. Final goal is the Stanley Cup, and let's just take a quick look at the point totals that we had for this team. Now, one interesting thing I want to point out, like I said, this is the draft series, so it is heavily focused on the draft. We currently only have 4 players on the entire team that I did not draft. Leo Carlson, Draisaitl, I believe, there's one more. Oh yeah, Malkin, Sergei Malkin, he was a free agent that I picked up. And then our goaltender, Spencer Knight. Everybody else, all drafted in this series and looking great. We have 2 cups to our name so far, looking for our 3rd here. As you can see, point totals, very, very nice points that we had guys putting up a lot of points. Even on our 4th line, I believe we had guys putting up some nice points down there on the 4th line. Goals, pretty well distributed out. We filled the net. One interesting I did see when I was looking at this was Brandon Patrick, our captain. 69 assists, obviously very nice. Look how many shots that he took this season. I think, is that most on the team? Almost most on the team, but look at that shooting percentage. So you got to think that's going to go up. We will see if that is the case or if not. Let's get into it here. First round matchup, and one thing we're going to do a little differently too in this series, I'm going to do it the playoffs in the whole one episode. I know I strung it out before doing like series per episode. We're going to get this through in this one here, so we'll see how long this ends up being. Let me know in the comments if you like that, if you liked seeing the episodes going one by one to see what would happen next week, or not next week, the next day, next 2 days. I tried to get them out a little bit quick. And if you don't like it, let me know in the comments. Make sure always, too, if you like the content, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support on the videos. Let's take a look at the New York Rangers, who were a thorn in our side earlier on in this series, but since then, not so much. Let's see what their lines look like. And not a lot to write home about, that is for sure. We definitely have the better team. Capo Caco, Alex Lafreniere, 85 overalls. Looks like they ain't doing too good. Ooh, 79 overall on the 3rd line. Jeremy Lane. I'm sure they still got Adam Fox there. Yep, they got Adam Fox, 89 overall. And other than that, 70 overall on defense. Man, I don't even know if I want to look at the goalie. They don't even have, didn't they have, no, who had, no, I think Carolina had Ottinger. They have Roy Nakamura as their goaltender, 779. Oh, wait. Okay, no, that's not right. I saw 6 goals against average, and I was like, what is that? Wait a second. 65 games played. That's a lot of... Is that not... I mean, that might be normal. I don't know if I've really ever looked at the goalie stats like that. It just seemed a little bit abnormal, that many shots. But I think I'm still just taken aback by the 70 overall that they have there on defense. Who do they have scratched? I mean, this guy they could play in his spot, or the other guy, but I guess they want to play the 18-year-old. Let's see how he did on the season. Damian Meach. Played 20 games. He's a -8. Interesting they put him in mid-season. I wonder if they made a trade. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident, obviously, heading into this one. I'll let you guys see the lines that we have real quick, just so that we can compare. But I think this is going to be a quick series here for this first one. Lines that we have, our boys, absolutely stacked team. From top to bottom. Draisaitl, 82 overall, but he still has those superstar abilities, the X factors. Put up a great season for us, as I showed before. 80 points, 32 goals. Cannot complain about that. Nice leadership, especially with the youth that we have on this team. 3rd line, absolutely stacked. Nielsen, Conn Smythe winner. And then the 4th line, Lee Brust. He had a great season. I think he had, what, 28 points, 25 assists, plus 11 on the 3rd line. Can't complain. Even Camden Lovejoy, who's not listed as a center, but he's got 74 faceoffs, so it's good enough. 17 goals for a 24-year-old on the 4th line. I will take that all day. And then Grayson Scarlett, the guy who has unbelievable physical stats, unbelievable fucking shot blocking and stick checking, and great discipline to go along with it. He had a good season as well. 16 points, only a +1, but I mean, 4th line guys, you just want them to get a little bit of action, not be a detriment to the team. Defense, we're still rocking with our offensive defensemen on our pair 1, Patrick and Malkin. They played phenomenal this season. Malkin was a little disappointing in the point totals. Looks like he stepped it up a bit more, but mid-season he was like 14, 15 points, which was insane. And then Recchi Backer, Henrik Lundqvist, and Kirill Galiev all dudes. Oh, and I guess Galiev, I didn't draft either. I picked him up from the Capitals, so I lied. 5 players on the team. We could sub him out, but he had a good season, so we're going to leave him in there. But let's go ahead, get into Game 1 of the series, defending Stanley Cup champions at home in Pittsburgh. Can we lay a resounding victory on home ice to start the playoffs? First period, boys. Show them what we're made of. This is our house. This is our Stanley Cup. That's our Lordo. We're going to take it back home. First period. 2-1. Disappointing a little bit. Sam Reinhart and Lafreniere. I hope they don't make me eat my words after I shit on them for having their terrible goalie. I think we'll figure it out, though. I'm not too worried. If anything, we just need to make a line change, but not really. Wesley there gets us a goal, brings it back to even. We are out shooting them heavily, and Spencer Knight has played great for us every time we've been in the playoffs, so I'm not too concerned there. Yep. Oh, I did a quick skip and we gave up a goal. Norinen. I don't think that's not the guy. It was Meach. I'm expecting him to score a goal or two in this series. Let's see. We're down 3-2 heading here into the third. Now, obviously, we have that playoff experience to lean back on. Power play. Come on, boys. We need one here. Long one. Oh, we couldn't get one. Nakamura, really? He's going to shut the door on us? I don't think so. Come on. Get a quick one here. Take it to OT. They're just going to crumble. Come on, boys. What do you say? Let's go. Man, wouldn't... Oh, there it is. Carlson gets one in the last minute of the game. Literally 1 minute remaining. And I was going to say, wouldn't it be funny if we got beat in the first round in the first one where I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to do the whole playoffs in one episode. Put like a little black bar at the end of it. Oh, we give up a power play in the... Oh, we killed it off in overtime. Thank God. Shots getting drawn back pretty much to even. Another power play and they score. Lane on the power play. Who took the penalty there? Can I see? Come on, go down. There we go. Overtime, interference on backer. Jeez, I don't know. I think the refs were a little bit against us there. Carlson, 2 goals, so a decent performance from him at least. But yeah, disappointing overall. We lose game 1 on home ice, so home ice advantage might be gone by the wayside. Let's go game 2. I'm not going to get too touchy with the lines just yet because we had such a good regular season. It's only 1 game we lost in overtime, so it's not the end of the world. First period, boys, we need a big one here. Fans are getting a little anxious just because, you know, we win the Stanley Cup, we miss the playoffs. We win the Stanley Cup, and we lose game 1 in the first time we're back in again. We're trying to defend our cup, boys. Let's go. First period. Decent. Goligoski with the power play goal. We like to see that. 16 shots to 5. Really like to see that. Second period, we're going to skip along here. 2-0. Leon Draisaitl on the power play. We are power play merchants, to say the least, it looks like. But let's go, boys. 2-0 lead. Spencer Knight, I believe we can hold on. Camden Lovejoy on the 4th line. They get one back, 3-1, so not so fast. Power play. Refs trying to keep them in this game. They don't want to see a Pittsburgh team keep winning the cup. But I got bad news for them. We in here. Bring the series back even, 1-1. Heading back into New York. Spencer Knight, after a little bit of a rough performance in game 1, takes the first star for the game here. Good to see. Now let's go ahead. Leo Carlson, 3 points in 2 games. We'd like to see that. Maybe get a nice 6-point game here, boys. We had a couple times during the season. I think we went on a month where we didn't lose a single game. We lost 1 in overtime, but other than that, we won everything. Like 12-game win streak. We were winning every game like 8, 9, 6, 7 goals. It was insane. But let's go, boys. In New York here. Can we take back control of the series? Take a lead here. Would be huge. First period in New York. Can we embarrass them on home ice? Ooh, and we're well on the way to do that. Brian Patrick, Isaiah Squeen, and Leo Carlson. Maybe Nakamura's out of the net already. We will see. 15 shots to 5, so out shooting him big time again. Second period, can we keep the pressure on? Yes, we can. Sergei Malkin gets one, 4-0. 29 shots to 12. Let's go, boys. Just run it up. Like I said, I wanted a 6, 7, 8 goal game. Let's get it right here. Just show them, hey, first game, you won an overtime. You know, we had a little bit of time off. You know, end of the season, you know, we knew we were getting into the playoffs. And Goligoski gets us another one. 5-0. Shots are outrageous in our favor. We like to see that. Brian Patrick probably has 15 shots on net by now. And we end game 3 up 5-0. Big win for the boys. Spencer Knight with a shutout. Carlson, there we go. 3 points, 5 hits. Throwing the body. Squeen 3-point with 3 hits as well. So, wow. We are out there playing physical, dominating. I like to see it. And there we go. 6 points in 3 games. That looks a little bit better. All right, but here we go. Game 4. What's the rest of the playoffs looking like? No sweeps in the East. Dallas over Vegas in the West. We'll see if they can come back from that. But Game 4, boys, here in New York, up 2-1 in the series. Let's go up 3-1, taking it back home for Game 5. So we can make our fans happy, let them see us, handshake line, and all that good stuff. First period. I was going to say pick back up where we left off, but we did. We kind of did. 2-1. Owen Tippett gets one there. Shots still very lopsided, 13-5. Spencer Knight lets one leak in a little early on, but he's locked in now. All the goals before the 10-minute mark, too. So let's go, boys. Second period. Pile it on. 3-1. There we go. Nielsen gets one, the former Conn Smythe champion. He should have won it twice. He should have won it the first time that we won the cup. But I believe Lecker Schmacky won it. Draisaitl, another power play goal. Like I said, power play merchants. He carried it over from Edmonton. And he's bringing it to the Pittsburgh DraftKings. I like to see it. 5-1. Recchi gets one. They're wrecking ball on defense. 6-1. Bergenheim gets one on the power play. 22 years of age. He's being taught by the old wonder Leon Draisaitl. We'll see if we can win him a cup. I don't think Edmonton's won one here, but a 6-1 win just after I was complaining. And look at that. Before we had all of our guys with a ton of hits, that game not so much. We want to save the body for the coming series. Brand Patrick, 3 assists. We like to see that. Probably all on the power play. But a 6-1 win. We take a 3-1 series lead. Bergenheim, 6 assists. Nice. Like to see that out of our 22-year-old Finnish sniper. Let's go, boys. Back home. Game 5, up 3-1 in the series. Can we close it out and move on to round 2? Ousting our former rivals, New York Rangers. I would say they're not really our rivals anymore because we have kind of dominated the series for the last couple years, where they have they're playing a 70 overall in defense, and the other guy playing on them with the same lines name's Dingman. So, yeah. Let's go, boys. First period, they don't want to go out on bottom. Look at that, 13-13 shots. Niels Hoglander gets one in the first. But, boys, I don't know if they can keep on for that long. Second period. There we go. Wesley gets one for us there. Nice to see. And Lovejoy gets another quick one. His second of the series. And Carlson gets a quick one. His fourth of the series, I believe. But, hey, that's just that's the type of team we are. When the pressure gets... when the times get tough get going. We're tough. We're real fucking tough. We're from Pittsburgh, man. Blue collar. All that good stuff. Steel City. But 3-1 here in the third. Can we close it out? Looks like we can, and we do. Moving on now to the next round, and we're just going to keep on chugging along. Lovejoy, 3 hits. We like that. Fourth line, throwing the body. And also, too, we did have a big turnaround when we changed coaches. I know I didn't talk about that a ton. And our AHL team makes it to the next round. We like to see that. But Alex Ovechkin retired at one point. I hired him to be our coach. We had one of our worst seasons ever. Fired him, won the cup immediately. Then we missed the playoffs, and we won the cup right after that. So interesting there. Let's see what we got here. The Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's take a look at their line, see what they're rocking with. They've got to be pretty good. A lot of young players they have right now. So let's see what they look like. Kent Johnson, Rossi, and Laine, 82 overall. Better than the Rangers, but still not good. Fantilli and Rossi are nice down the middle, but I think we are better. Kent Johnson there. I mean, he's decent. Yamamoto, I mean, he's probably got decent stats still. Yeah, I mean, he's a good well-rounded, all-around player, playmaker. Yeah, so decent. Nothing too impressive there. Defense, what do they got? Mintikov. Okay. We'll go with that. 90 overall. Very nice. Defenseman there. Jiricek as well. 86 overall. Pretty solid. Kalen Addison. Not a big fan of his, so I think we'll destroy him. Jordan Harris. I mean, look at that. 173 and 188. These guys are going to get run over in this series. 198 there. A little bit better. 204 Henry Muse. So really not impressed on their defense. Goaltending-wise, Gabriel Daigle's pretty good. 6'4", 222. And a lot of superstar or zone abilities. I think are they superstar? Yeah, superstar abilities. The gold one is the zone ability. I think it's going to be easy. And one thing I want to take a look at real quick, because I was shitting on their blue line for being a little light. Let me take a look at our blue line. I mean, we got guys like Brock Ladd, 6'4", Bergenheim 6'3", Robrecht 6'5", Carlson 6'3". Look at that, 6'3", 6'2". 5'11", okay, but that's probably one of our toughest guys on the team, Johan Nielsen. Fred Goligoski, he's only 22 years old, man. He's the wonder kid. Joe Wesley, 6 foot. Then we got 6'1", 6'5", 6'3". This is a heavy, big team. Also, 6'1", don't get it twisted. Look at that 99 strength. He gonna fuck you up. Defense, what are we looking at here? 5'10", 201, 5'11". Those are our offensive defensemen, though. Then we got 6'4", 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". Big fucking boys on this team. Look at that. 6'3" and 6'2". So, short Kings, apologies, but you're not going to get here on the Pittsburgh Draft Kings. But let's go get into game one here against Columbus. Who else made it? Oh, Buffalo and Toronto. They have been the kings of this early on in the series. I believe Toronto won it 2 or 3 years in a row, and Buffalo won it 2 years in a row. So we'll see if we can capitalize and get it on that. Connor Bedard with the Blackhawks over there, and looks like Dallas did close out that series. But let's go, boys. Game one against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We ain't gonna let them shoot that fucking cannon off. Not on our watch. First period, let's go light them up. Fuck. Sokolov and Winterton. 9 seconds left. Damn, hate that. We are out getting outshot, so I don't love that. But hey, just like in last series, we started a little slow in game one just because, you know, we're sleeping a bit. It was a little easy for us. Wasn't a huge challenge. So let's see. Second period, boys. Let's go. There it is. 3 goals. Leon Draisaitl 2. Wesley 2. Or gets 1. With 2 on the power play. But Jiricek says not so fast. Ties it up here heading into the third. But like I said, we are a poised, a disciplined team. And we are not going to go quietly. Bergenheim on the power play. 3 power play goals. Patrick Laine's bald ass scores 1 to tie it right back up. Bergenheim gets another one. Is Laine going to answer? They get a power play right away. No, not yet at least. Let's see. Come on, boys. I want one more goal to feel comfortable here because Columbus, they're breathing down our necks a little bit, and I don't like it. Spencer Knight shut the door. Spencer Knight shuts the door. Has a little bit of a tough time early on, but he looks good late. Bergenheim 2 goals, 1 assist. Draisaitl, nice 2 goals. We love to see it, and we are 1-0 up here in the second round. Bergenheim having himself a playoffs. I like to see that. 22 years of age, already looking like a mature stud. Probably was his, what was that, the character assessment. Very mature for his age. A great leader in the locker room. But let's go, boys. Game 2 here against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Can we keep up our success? 5 goals in that last game after a ton of goals in the last couple games against the Rangers. First period. What do you say? 2-1. Okay, I'll take it. 2 power play goals again. We absolutely murder teams on the power play. I'll have to go maybe after this series, if we win, I'll go and check what our power play percentage was for the season because it's looking pretty good in the playoffs so far. Second period up 2-1. Okay, we going. They tied up at 2. Malkin with 1 second left. 3-2 gets us up on the board. Still out shooting them heavily. I like to see that. Third period, they tied up immediately. Mitnikov, if that's how you say it. If it's not, that's how I'm going to say it. Cody Glass gets 1 to put them up 4-3. Marchenko gets 1, 5-3. Yikes. Spencer Knight, buddy, what's going on? 6-3. Fantilli. It's an onslaught. Squeen says, hold on, hold on. Let's not let this get too out of hand. Only 2 goals. I mean, we can get 2 goals quick, but sheesh, 4 goals here in the third period. Spencer Knight, what's going on, buddy? They got some special juice they're putting on you there. Marco Rossi gets 1 to make it 7-4. Yikes. I don't like that. Because they did not have a ton of shots on net. And they riddled you, Spencer. But we're going to ride with you. We've rode with you for this long. He's pretty much been our goaltender since day 1. Actually, I think he has been our goaltender since day 1. Picked him up in the expansion draft. But we're not going to worry too much about it. 1 bad game, not the end of the world. No reason to overreact. Like I said, great season, great round 1. Good first game, so we'll see what we get here in game 3. In Columbus, like I said, boys, I don't want them to shoot that fucking cannon off. I hear it one time, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. First period. Fuck! Patrick Laine gets a goal for the 3rd game in this series. He got 3 in a row. Second period, boys. Like I said, no more cannon. I don't want to fucking hear it. God damn it. Fantilli gets 1. I'm screaming. I'm pissed off up in the press box. Goligoski gets 1 back. He's like, hey, settle down, Matt. Settle down. I got this. We're going down in the 3rd period, though. Down a goal. Nielsen gets this one right back. Let's see, boys. Can we hold on to the lead? No, we cannot. Harris gets 1 on their defense. Got one of the guys I was ripping on. So, of course. But what do you say? Come on, power play. Can we tie it up? Get 1 for Spencer. He's struggling in net right now, and I don't like it. We might have to look, maybe sit him down for a game. 4 goals. 7 goals in 1 game, 4 goals in the next. I don't know about it. And we go down 2 games to 1. Okay. So what's going on here, boys? Ooh, Kalen Aston 3 assists. Are we just not getting the power plays anymore? And that's going to be our downfalls because we can't be our power play merchant self. Let's take a look. I might switch up lines a little bit. Draisaitl, I might move you down, buddy, because you've only been doing stuff on the power play, so you're kind of killing us. Move Nielsen up. I maybe put Draisaitl. I mean, I like him on that line with Goligoski and Wesley. Rust, what are you looking like? 3-3. Okay, so they're pretty good. Squeen -1. Carlson, Robrecht. Wait, Robrecht's not doing anything, man. Maybe Bergenheim up. Robrecht down. Wesley, 3 goals, 2 assists, but that's because he's playing with Goligoski, who fills the net. 12 penalty minutes per lad, buddy. What are we doing? But we're back to our shutdown line of Nielsen, Ladd, and Robrecht that we've had for a couple years now. So we'll see if that does us any good. Defense, Brian Patrick, 9 assists. Pretty nice. Lundstrom's struggling a little bit, and Galiev's not really doing anything. Lundstrom we want to leave in net. I could put Simmons in there. I like this guy because of his crazy stats that he had as well. Maybe we do that just to shift things up a little bit. Put him in there instead of Galiev. Same overalls. And then goaltending. Do we want to take Knight out for a game? No, not in such a deep game like this. We're gonna go with those line changes and see what they do for us. The West, wow, 3-0 both ways. That's crazy. And Toronto up 2-1 on Buffalo there. So let's see if those line changes we put in place made any effect on the outcome. It's been close games. I mean, third period we just got railed in both games. So, you know, they're fired up. They're coming into it, want to kick us out of the playoffs. Let's see if we can avoid that from happening. Down 2-1 in the series, boys. Game 4, very important game. We don't want to go down 3-1. But we've been in bad places before. We've been down 3-0 before, and we've come back from that. So not the end of the world, but we really like to avoid it. First period, what do you say, boys? Let's go. Get it for me. There we go. 1-0. I'll take it. Brian Patrick, our captain. Oh, captain, my captain, leading the way. Second period. Can we keep it up? Can we keep it up? Yeah, we fucking keep it up. They tie it up 1-1, and we explode. Draisaitl, 2 goals on the power play. Goligoski, Robrecht, and Lundstrom. Wow, absolute domination. Let's go, boys. Third period, I love it. I'm just a line change god, guys. If you've watched any games in this series, you know every time I make a line change, it's always the right one. I never make the wrong line change that's a detriment to the team. I'm always sitting over here making the right change. I got my finger on the pulse of this team. These are my boys. I drafted them. I know what they like. I know what they don't like. I know what gets them going. I'm the draft god. I'm the line change god. What more can I say? But huge win for us there, 7-2, reasserting ourselves in the series. Columbus thinking, maybe we can roll over on them because we're dominating them in the third period. Not so fast. Wow, West goes both sweeps, Dallas and Chicago. We'll take a look at the playoffs. 3 after this series as well, and see what's going on there. But let's go, boys. Game 5, series tied at 2. Wow, East is the same way. Both series tied at 2. But this is a very big game. We got home ice advantage for it, so hopefully be nice if that played a factor, but I don't think it does. So let's go, boys. First period. Can we keep up our dominance that we had in last game, or was the second period a fluke? You never know. First period. 0-0, so both goalies standing on their head. Spencer Knight a little bit more so with those 15 saves. Second period. Can we keep it up? Spencer Knight? Hey, like I said, I was thinking about taking him out and shifting him out for a game. What does he do? Gives up 2 goals. Huge. First period this game, shut out. He's the difference maker. I love that man. Second period. All right, 1-0. Hey, not the end of the world. Kalen Addison, don't like him scoring on us. They got him and Patrick Laine's bald asses. Power play, we are power play merchants. Kalen Addison gets another one. Not shorthanded, though. I guess he took a power play or penalty right afterwards. 3-0. Yikes. Come on, boys. What's going on? We put up 7 goals last game, and I guess they made line changes or something, because now we can't find the back of the net there. Besides Squeen getting one late, but it's not going to be enough. Nielsen gets one too, so makes the game look a little closer than it kind of was, because we were struggling there for a majority of the game. But now we find ourselves down 3-2 in this game, heading back to Columbus. So not something that I like. I don't like being in this position. I'm getting a little hot, getting a little nervous now, boys. I don't like it. Let's go through and see what other changes, if any, we want to make. I mean, first line, it sucks that they're all minuses. Nielsen's a +5. Maybe we move Nielsen up there. What happens when I do that? I don't hate it, because Nielsen's been such a beast for us over these last couple of years. Squeen on the second line, not the worst thing in the world. might rock with that. I might rock with that. That might be the only line change I make. Backer, Lundstrom, no, I want to leave it where it is there. We got defensive defenseman, two-way defensive defenseman. Yeah, I like that split. And then we got our offensive pairing up there. But let's just go with that. Let's go with our Conn Smythe winning winger. See if he can make a difference for us up there on that first line. Yeah, let's head into this game. Game 6 against Columbus, down 3-2 in the series. Elimination game for us. Can we come out hot? 1-1, okay. We struggle a little bit, go down 1-0, 43 seconds left, short-handed. Robrecht gets us one back. Second period, boys, come on. Yes, there we go. Okay, Draisaitl gets another goal on the power play, literal power play merchant. So we're up 2-1 here, heading into the third. Oh, but Columbus ties it up quick. Power play, Draisaitl, where you at? Can't get one there. Oh, man, I don't like it. They have the momentum now. We got to turn it back in our favor. It's favoring them more and more as this goes down. Power play, come on, we need one here. Somebody, god damn it, we need somebody to step up. Oh, I don't want to go to OT. Not an elimination game. No! Sokolov gets one with less than a minute left, and we are... Oh, we get eliminated by a team I don't think should have beat us. Wow. So that's going to be the end of our playoff run, unfortunately. 2 3-2 losses of the Columbus Blue Jackets right after I was talking myself up. And look at that, both series go 4-2 after that, too. Interesting. I think the fix is in. I think something's going on. But let me take a quick look. Like I said, I want to see what our power play was during the season because it looked pretty good in the playoffs there. Obviously disappointing. 21%. Not the best. Obviously, Carolina was the best. 25% is insane. But 21% is not bad. I was going to say 57%. Holy crap. But yeah, puts us up towards the top of the league. But obviously a disappointing outcome for us. Yeah. Dallas, what have they done? They've swept their way all the way there. Wow. But let's go through. We'll just sim through the rest of the playoffs here and see what happens. Yeah, disappointing outcome. Obviously, too, we got a lot of these guys are going to start getting older. So it's going to be tough to keep a lot of them around. So we'll see what changes have to be made to the team. If I can keep it pretty much the same, I would like to do so. Columbus looks like they're running through Buffalo. Did they already close it out? Wow, they swept them. So at least the team that beat us is going to the Stanley Cup Finals. And we get a Columbus-Dallas Stanley Cup Finals. Battle of the Star logos. Let's see what happens against these two teams. Columbus takes an early 1-0 series lead, 2-0 series lead for the Columbus Blue Jackets. 3-0. Are they going to sweep their way after beating us? Wow, the Columbus Blue Jackets, after going far against us, the defending Cup champs, 4-2 in that series, they sweep their way through the rest of the series to win the Stanley Cup. I guess Daigle, hey, man, more credit to him. I think he was the one that carried that team. Shut us down pretty well. But, boys, that is going to be the end of this video. Next one, I'll have the draft up. Let me know if you like this kind of longer video, that is for sure. We're running up close to 30 minutes here on this one. The voice is definitely feeling it. But let me know if you like this instead of seeing the series per episode. And, yeah, we'll be back with the draft in a couple days.